Up next, the Mavericks taking on the Spurs. For the Mavericks, currently in 8th place in the Western Conference and looking to move up in the home stretch. Spurs, Mavs. Tip-off in just a moment. And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love right here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Devin Vassell.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And the starting group for the Spurs, the forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Ante Graham is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Wembanyama in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Mavericks, Doncic and Hardaway share the wings. And it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Lively in at the 4. And the latter half of the season, Greg, in your experience, did the games get easier or harder than it was earlier on?
Overall, I'd say it's harder later on. Physically, you're more banged up. And mentally, man, it's a long season, and that can wear on you as well.
Here's Sohan. Takes it from 10. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Irving against Graham. Irving kicks to Doncic. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Good.
And that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
Doncic against Vassell. Passes it to Gafford. Doncic right side. Outside Irving. Shoots over Graham. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Vassell, the pass to Graham. Wembanyama outside. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Not a fast start for the Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Wembanyama with it. He's covered by Irving. Vassell, no good. Johnson against Hardaway. Over in the corner, Doncic. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Boy, at his size, Luka Doncic against a quality contest, able to still finish it.
Graham against Irving. Now Hardaway. His last outing, 16 points for him. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Hardaway no good on the free throw line. And with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, Greg, the legendary Spurs big man of days gone by, Does that, do you think, add pressure for Victor Wembanyama?
Maybe a bit, but he also has the resources of the same great organization behind him, and that's what'll help.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Now here's Graham. 11-point game his last outing. Johnson outside. No good from outside. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Vassell, the pass to Johnson. Here's Wembanyama. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now, here is Irving. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Washington. A nice shot by Doncic. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Graham, the pass to Wembanyama. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Mavericks have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Pass to Gafford. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And usually one of the league leaders in field goal percentage, Doris, Daniel Gafford. What a solid contributor.
Kevin, you love those role players who play within themselves, and that's exactly what Gafford gives you, an understanding of what his team needs. Rim running, rim protection, and rebounding.
That one is off. Kyrie was the big signing for the Mavs this summer. And, Greg, they altered their roster quite a bit.
Yeah, they needed to mix up their approach, right? They liked the Luka and Kyrie pairing. Now they're all in with this core for the next few years.
And he sinks the second. When you think about the Spurs, Greg, it's hard to believe how long Greg Popovich has been at the helm, isn't it?
I mean, it's hard to imagine another team will have the stability at head coach that the Spurs have had. Not too many coaches last decades anymore.
Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Doncic. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Doncic has got 9.
Nice touch pass right there by Kyrie Irving. That was pretty.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Johnson surveying the floor. Shoots the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Doris, when we look at the Dallas Mavericks, it looks like a team that has shown they want to win now.
Kevin, I think their ownership has never been afraid to pull the trigger on a big trade. The Mavs are not about just making it to the playoffs. This is an organization that seeks the ultimate prize, and that is to win an NBA championship. Johnson gets the bucket.
And Johnson is still honing this part of his game, but this is an encouraging sign.
Doncic outside. Back to Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
If you get caught watching the ball against Kyrie, he's going to go right by you every time.
Bring him against Irving. Here's Sohan. Nothing on the board. Back to Graham. Over Irving. And it's Graham missing. Mavericks leading by 3. Pass to Lively. On the wing, Irving. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
San Antonio's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Graham, the pass to Vassell. Now, Wembanyama. And that one is good. Wembanyama has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Doncic. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. Gafford kicks to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Doncic outside. Fires the 3. That's no good. It's his 2nd miss. He's made 4. The pass to Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. Back to Vassell. Latrey. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And just feeding the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Passes it to Lively. There's a screen. Doncic kicks to Gafford. Here's Hardaway. Rebound San Antonio. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And once the team to beat in the West, Greg, San Antonio is trying to get back to that level.
Well, they have a great organization, top to bottom. They're smart and battle-tested. I believe these guys will find a way.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
You watch Vassell. He's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
Washington's checked in for Dallas. Green comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. The Spurs also with the sub. Trey Jones is checked in for Vassell. Now here's Johnson. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And it's Sohan missing. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Doncic looking it over. Washington with this screen on Jones. The kick out to Irving. Good on the triple. Irving's got 7 points.
That is pure from Kyrie. Fantastic working off the catch.
Jones dishes to Graham. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Doncic passes to Lively. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Irving with a clean look. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Jones. The shot misses. Good D by Irving. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Doncic outside. Up top, Washington. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, the extraordinary playmaking instincts of Luka Doncic on display right there.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. And when it comes to Luka Doncic, he's simply, Greg, one of the best players in the entire game.
No question about it. He's a threat to record a triple-double every time he takes the floor. As versatile and dangerous a player as there is in our league.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardy's checked in. And with plenty of games still ahead, here's a quick rundown of the power rankings thus far. Look at the Lakers. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And I think for the Mavericks, they've been consistent in their approach, and they found consistency in these rankings. Just a real solid club that puts a good product out on the floor.
Jones, the pass to Wembanyama. Off target with his three. Mavericks leading by 4. There's a screen by Washington. They kick it out to Green. Lets it go with the three. Drills the three-pointer.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, Jones. Collins passes to Sohan. Lays it up and banks it in.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Doncic outside. They kick it out to Green. Doncic left side. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Washington missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Mavericks leading by 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Credit where credit is due. P.J. Washington is one hard-working guy on the floor. Isn't he, Greg?
He's got that grittiness to him, Kevin. Values every chance he gets to affect the game. And like you said, he puts a ton of effort into his play.
First free throw is good. Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big three of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
He hits both from the stripe.
I think you have to admire the aggressiveness with which P.J. Washington plays every single night.
To the paint. Here's Bassett. And Lively pulls it down.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Hardy passes to Doncic. They set the pick. Pass to Lively. Back to Doncic. Rebounded by the Spurs. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
.102 left here in the first quarter. Here's Osman. He's covered by Washington. Count it.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Doncic. 9 points in the game so far. Over in the corner, Washington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Here's Osman. Offline with his three. Dallas leading by 5. Doncic kicks to Green. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Green's got 6.
Boy, there is an artistry and a feel to Luka Doncic's game. This guy is elite with his playmaking.
Doncic against Vassell. They set the pick. 4 seconds left. Bassett. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Here's Irving. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. They've got Powell. Derek Jones is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Irving. And it's Green in at the two-guard position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Vassell's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for San Antonio. Green against Vassell. Irving passes to Washington. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Vassell. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's Green. Pass to Powell. He kicks to Irving. Three-pointer. Dallas, no good that time either. Spurs trail by 3. And Jones has it in the corner. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3. And you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Greg, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The two biggest concerns with 7-footers are mobility and durability. To move the way they need to puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Devin Vassell knows where his bread is buttered. He said, I want to excel at the defensive end. When I was at Florida State, you're not going to play if you don't play defense. That stuck with me. You can't control makes and misses, but you can control what you do on the defensive end. Kevin?
Oh, David, I like that mentality. Good for him. Hey, thanks for that story. Here's Washington. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one make. Jones with it. He's picked up by Irving. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The pass to Powell. Over in the corner, Washington. Just 5 to shoot. Powell trying to free himself up. Irving can't get it to go.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Green passes to Irving. Green with a screen on Jones. And on the way from Irving for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Irving's got 10 points.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And it's Osman missing. Dallas has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Outside, Green puts up a 3. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
The Mavericks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Washington finds Irving. Green, the pass to Irving. To the middle. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
You have got to commend Powell on his positioning. I tell you, he buries himself deep, and he's going to sky for that slam dunk.
For San Antonio, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Down low. Jones kicks to Collins. Going inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All right, a chance to look at numbers for Irving. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging about 31 points, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
And the first one drops. And the Spurs with some changes. Sohan's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Jetty Osman. And so Collins nails both of them. The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Washington with the screen on Graham. Irving drives in. Jones in the post. Johnson on him. Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And part of the show tonight, Doris, Kyrie Irving's phenomenal handle.
Hey, Kevin, if you ask any NBA player who their favorite to watch is, many will come up with the name Kyrie Irving. It's the ability to have that elite handle, the footwork, the creativity, the ability to shoot a jumper, the pull-up, the lay-in. This guy is absolutely amazing.
And it's Washington missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Sohan, again, the miss by the Spurs.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Pass to Lively. And a quick look now at the NBA scoring leaders. Kyrie Irving is second.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Washington. Hardaway comes in for Derek Jones. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Irving. Then for the Spurs, Wembanyama comes in for Zach Collins. And Trey Jones subbed in for Vassell. And both free throws good for Green. Wembanyama with it. 20 points for him last game against Toronto.
And we can't forget his dominance on defense, guys. His shot blocking altered the entire game.
And Jones now atop the key. Graham surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target. Dallas leading by 3. Here's Hardaway. And he lays it straight in.
Well, I think Hardaway Jr. has the kind of athleticism that allows him to be a contributor on the backboards.
Jones against Doncic. Here's Sohan. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Right wing. Gafford passes to Green. No good with the triple.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Now here's Johnson. Back to Jones. The floater, a three from Wembanyama, and the three ball is good. Wembanyama has got 13.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
There's the pick. Here's Doncic. Graham with the rebound. And so Graham will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Jones dishes to Johnson. Pass to Wembanyama. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And you look at the hype surrounding Wembanyama. Greg, it's unreal.
One of the best prospect profiles really since LeBron. Almost unfair to try and live up to the expectations, but he's got the tools to be one of the best to ever play.
And he makes the first. You know, here we are, Greg, looking at Victor Wembanyama. I mean, can he get any taller? Wow.
Well, he's already 7'4", Kevin. But yes, what's amazing is that I still think he's grown, which is scary for the rest of the league.
Irving's checked in for Josh Green. And he can't hit the second. Dallas has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Irving finds Doncic. On the wing, Irving. Graham defending. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Irving can't get it to go.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now here's Hardaway. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
I'll tell you, you can't put your head down after a tough first quarter. You've got to keep fighting, and now he's starting to roll.
Here's Branham, scoreless thus far. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Thursday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Then on Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And looking at that Timberwolves matchup, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
He misses the free throw.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
San Antonio making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's Irving. 12 points for him. Pass to Lively. Rebound by Sohan.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Johnson against Gafford. Sohan, the pass to Johnson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Irving. The shot is good off the backboard. Irving's got 14.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Here's Vassell. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And he's not the biggest guy, but Vassell can get up there when he needs to.
Vassell against Doncic. They set the screen. In the corner, it's Gafford.
Well, this is a quick and decisive offensive player who's not afraid of contact. Love Tim Hardaway Jr. accepting the contact.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
Good on the second free throw. So it's the Spurs now. Now here's Graham. Still without a basket. Now the pass to Sohan. From outside the arc. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got 4 assists in the game. A minute 20 left in the first half of basketball. Gafford sets the pick for Irving. Passes it to Lively. 6 to shoot. Over in the corner, Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Here's Wembanyama. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Irving. He's got 14. 43 seconds left here in the second. Over in the corner, Doncic. For the screen on Vassell. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
Wow, you see the physical defense against Luka didn't even matter. He powers right through it.
Johnson outside. 23 seconds left in the first half of the game. And it's Sohan missing.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Graham against Hardaway. Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. Free throw line jump shot. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Mavericks lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
Well, right now for the Spurs, they knew it was going to be a tough year. And I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
And moving on now, the Mavericks are in the thick of it. A very competitive game so far.
The way they've attacked the lane, oh, my God, it's almost Shaq-like. They've been DPR, Shaq. Decisive, physical, and relentless.
I think that just brought a tear to my eye, Kenny. I love you.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Wembanyama is the center with Sohan next to him. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Graham in at the 1. Now here's Graham. He has yet to score. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. On the wing, Hardaway. Defended by Wembanyama. Pass to Doncic. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Yeah, an offensive player like Luka expects the contact. He's anticipating it, so it doesn't bother him. That's a big-time finish.
Now here's Graham to the middle. Here's Wembanyama. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. And that's 19 points for Victor Wembanyama. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Mavericks' all-time great Dirk Nowitzki this summer was enshrined in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame and received a huge statue outside the Mavericks arena. The iconic one-legged fadeaway immortalized in bronze. Inscribed on the base, loyalty never fades away. 21 letters, one for each of his 21 seasons playing in Dallas. Kevin?
Isn't that something? Great stuff, D.A. Thank you.
And since he entered the league, Vassell's playmaking has really come a long way. He is a solid creator.
Now, here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Irving for 3. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Graham. That's tipped.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
A nice shot by Doncic.
80% shooting to start the third. 4 for 5.
Spurs trail by 7. Inside. Here's Vassell. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 15. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, every team goes into the draft looking for finishers like these. Here are the most efficient scorers among this year's rookie class. Victor Wembanyama is second.
He's scoring and finishing at a very high level. I mean, playing within himself offensively and being very discerning with his shot selection.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. And San Antonio has possession. Pass to Sohan. Back to Graham. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Vassell against Doncic. In the corner, Irving with it. Dallas again missing. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 4. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Ively's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Doncic. Ooh, Doncic hits a tough one.
There's no defense for that. Sometimes Doncic just hits tough shots.
Spurs trail by 6. Johnson outside. To the paint. Here's Sohan. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Irving passes to Lively. Outside Hardaway. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. getting stronger, and that's a problem when he's trying to finish through contact.
Wembanyama, a screen on Irving. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, way to
play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And that one falls for Graham. And Graham drops them both. Mavericks leading by 6. And here is Doncic. 17 points in the game. Gafford with the ball. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Vassell. And the rejection by Gafford. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Now Irving. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game. And the pass to Lively. Shot clock at 6. Doncic kicks to Irving.
A great defense. Vassell is so versatile, and he's a player who can guard all 5 positions.
Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama finds Vassell. Shoots over Doncic. San Antonio again missing. Mavericks leading by 6. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 8th assist here tonight.
This guy is an absolute machine. Luka Doncic keeping his foot on the gas and giving the defense everything they can handle.
No coverage that time. Vassell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Doncic against Vassell. Doncic bounce pass. Lively the pass to Doncic. Doncic to the rack. Irving for 3. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Irving against Graham. Wembanyama outside. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far. The Mavericks leading. Here's Irving. He's got 20. Doncic passes to Gafford. Back to Doncic. Gafford sets the pick for Doncic. Passes it to Gafford from about 19 feet. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Now, here's Vassell. 17 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots it up, driving to the basket. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot.
And now look at Victor Wembanyama here. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging 21 points per game, 17 rebounds, and almost 3.5 blocks. And he's a great presence on the glass. He'll battle inside for every rebound.
He's certainly not afraid to mix it up. When bodies are around or flying, he's usually at the point of it.
That free throw good from Hardaway. When it comes to trades, some say the draft pick protections should only be for the top 4 or the top 14. DB, why is that?
Well, I think we saw this last season with Dallas. They were in a situation where they had an opportunity to be in that play-in situation, but keeping their top 10 protected pick obviously pulled them in another direction. So perhaps those limitations might help, Kev.
Jones looking for an opening. It's stolen by Green. To the inside. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Johnson in the corner. The three. Here's Wembanyama. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Offered a screen on Graham. Here's Hardaway. Shoots over Graham. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 11 rebounds in the game. Jones checked in for Daniel Gafford. Zach Collins checked in for San Antonio. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. And now to our rookie leader for a look at this month's steal leaders among the young guys. Fourth, Victor Wembanyama.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Mavericks leading by 10. Doncic with it. Jones, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game. And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Dallas has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Wembanyama against Washington. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For San Antonio, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. Mavericks leading by 10. Green taking his time here. Jones against Doncic for 3, and Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Doncic.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Jones against Doncic. Jones dishes to Graham. Collins setting the pick for Wembanyama. Outside Collins. Lock at 6. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Jones kicks to Washington. He dishes it to Hardaway. Back to Washington. Washington with a screen on Jones. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Right over the D. Doncic has got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, this guy just so reliable as an offensive performer. Luka doing things.
Jones finds Collins. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Hardy, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Then for the Spurs. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Vassell in for Devontae Green. That one misses for Collins.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Mavericks leading by 11. 1:43 left to play here in the third. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Washington's got 9.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Vassell against Doncic. Poked away. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Shoots from the line. A rebound by Washington.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Outside, Green. Kicks it out to Jones. On the wing, Doncic. Oh, good on the triple.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
And it's Osman missing. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Green. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's Dallas. They lead by 12. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1/4 to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Kyrie Irving. Washington out there with Jones. And it's Green. And it's Lively in its center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Irving looking for an opening. Green against Vassell. And it's Green missing. Spurs trail by 10. Jones, the pass to Vassell. No good with the triple. The Mavericks shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Here's Green. Rebounded by the Spurs. Bassey's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Vassell. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Outside, Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And that one falls for Collins. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Mavericks leading by 9. Outside Irving to the left side wing. And here's Washington outside. Dallas again missing.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Dallas. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Washington kicks to Irving. Dallas again missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. On defense, the Mavericks looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Mavericks leading by 7. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Outside Irving. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half. The Spurs have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Collins, a screen on Green from past the arc. And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got 20.
And now Vassell knocking down a 3 of his own.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Washington against Vassell. Washington, that's good. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Here's Jones. Mavericks with the rebound. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. That's tipped.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Sohan's checked in. Jones in the post, covered by Irving. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Jones. Jones against Irving. Pass to Washington. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
Spurs trail by 6. Pass to Osman. Vassell wide open. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Irving. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Irving's got 25 points in the game. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And the basket by Vassell.
Now, I'm not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
Irving against Jones. Outside Hardaway. Over to the left wing. The rebound by the Spurs. Collins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The pass to Sohan. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Dallas making a switch here. Gafford's checked in. Then for the Spurs. Wembanyama. He's checked in for Collins. Johnson comes in for Jetty Osman. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Jones. Mavericks leading by 6. Now here is Hardaway. Passes it to Lively. Hardaway dishes to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot from Green. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Doncic is checked in for Josh Green. Here's Sohan. Dishes to Graham. Inside. Oh, that's blocked. Fast break, Dallas. And Hardaway gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 8. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Dallas?
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Now, here is Irving. Doncic outside. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 5. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Shot clock at 3. Near the 3-point line. It's Doncic. Cans the shot from the wing. And it's a 10-point Maverick lead.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now, here's Johnson. Here's Sohan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. To the paint. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Spurs trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Johnson, the pass to Graham. Back to Johnson. Down low. And the dunk by Graham.
An emerging part of his game. Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
Mavericks leading by 10. Doncic outside. Pass to Hardaway. Outside Irving. Here's Kleber. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Mavericks have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Irving passes to Doncic. Gafford sets the pick for Doncic. The kick out to Irving. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Graham finds Johnson. And Wembanyama up top. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No good on the free throw.
And as many times as we've seen him at the free throw line tonight, I think by now we know what's going to happen.
And he sinks the second. And here is Irving. Scoring at will. He's had it going on offense.
And it's not as if the defense hasn't focused on it, but he is just at a level right now offensively where you cannot deny it.
On the wing, Hardaway. That 3 off the mark. Spurs trail by 9. Here's Johnson. Off target at the rim. Irving against Graham. Outside Hardaway. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 20 points.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Pass to Sohan. Over Kleber. Out of hand on it. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleber. Off the inbound. A nice shot by Sohan.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Mavericks leading by 10. Now Irving. The shot by Kleba, wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And that one falls for Vassell. Spurs trail by 9. Here's Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Dallas. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Hardaway passes to Gafford. Here's Kleba. Kicks to Doncic. Puts up a deep three. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Now, here's Johnson. Goes up on the high post. Wembanyama, no good.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Bring him against Doncic. The 19-foot shot and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And the Mavericks lead by 11. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Wembanyama looking it over. Knocked away. And they convert at last on attempt number 3. Wembanyama's got 34 points. 1:16 left to play here in the fourth. Vassell grabs the board. Vassell's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the pass to Wembanyama. And it's Vassell in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Johnson, again the Spurs, good for 2.
And going old school on him, Johnson with the mid-range, a rarity in today's NBA.
Doncic with it. Passes to Gafford. Back to Doncic. For the screen on Vassell. Doncic kicks to Gafford. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
That is a big-time shot from Vassell. This guy is a gamer.
Two points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Luka Doncic has already established himself as a perennial candidate for MVP. He controls the game with the basketball in his hands. He is an incredible driver, and he makes the game easy for the guys around him.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The offensive rebound. Pass to Graham. He kicks to Johnson. Off target with his 3. Now, here is Irving. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. It looked like you were in an extra crispy special kind of zone tonight. How did you do it?
Man, well, the beauty is in the process. It's in the preparation. You know, before I get here, I'm trying to get locked in mentally. Just trying to come out here and put on a good performance, lead my team, do the best job I can. That's all I'm trying to do.
It was all on display tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.